What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Game Changers podcast. And today we're gonna be getting into Donnie T, hard to unalive. We know last night there was another so-called attempt on his life, and we all are shocked as Americans, as this John Cena gif implies, that we're realizing that the Iran war, is we're losing that, and Trump has another, like I said, so-called attempt on his life. He's had, a few already, and they were always when his approval rating was in the dumpster. And right now, his approval rating is the lowest it has ever been with any American president, because of the foolish things that he's been doing, that we all know he's been doing. Even his base knows he's been doing, but he knows he can win them back over with a felonious attempt on his life. At least that's what we feel over here at the Game Changers podcast.
Hey, something definitely not right, man. What the fuck? This dude, you telling me this mechanical engineering white man? That's what the internet said. That's not my word. This white man.
Is he a white man though?
This the internet, he look mixed. He look mixed, But
if they want to get credit for that, they go ahead.
Hey, but this guy's a mechanical fucking engineer. They was at his house in California, Southern California. He looked like he lived in a nice down neighborhood, got a nice life, looked like. Graduated in 2017, 2018 or something like that. And just for some reason, out the blue, he goes and tries to run through security at the White House Correspondence Dinner and tries to do what? Like, who are you? I mean, I don't know. You could have been going after the president, but there were other guys in there. We talked about Secret Service going and getting the vice president before they did the president. So it was other high value targets in the room too. So we don't know who he was after, but it just bizarre as fuck for this man to just show up at the damn dinner and like Noam said, hit right on the head, man. Bruh, it's always right when Trump's approval rating is dipping and things like that. So again, we don't know what the fuck to believe. This shit happening at prime time, right in front of you. Go ahead.
Is that the only reason though, the approval rating, and not to try to take our minds and keep us from looking at other stuff they got going on with the war and all this new stuff I hate to keep bringing this stuff up, but all this new shit that's dropping about the Epstein files and the mermaids and aliens and dolphins, like just a bunch of other bullshit that's going on. And then all of a sudden, just like y'all said, his approval ratings is in a dump, and somebody tries again, which was a failed attempt because he never even made it into the room where the president was.
And also, just like you were saying, Mayor Socrates, many other things going on in the news, this is one of the reasons why this false flag attack on Donald Trump's life happened. Like we said, the Iran war is not going as planned, so it's an easy way to pivot away from that, because now he can be the face of MAGA, and that they want to take him because they want to take his life because he's doing so many things to help America, because that's how he's going to try to portray it. But and then also, he has the scientists that have been disappearing, right? The scientists have been disappearing, and
he tried to act like he didn't know what about it. They asked him at the press conference, one of his last statements, and he acted as if he didn't hear about it. Dude, I know you heard about it. Everybody heard about it for the last month and a half.
He was the first person that heard about it.
And you always on fucking social media, so stop the bullshit.
Right. And so by bringing that up with this guy here, he was actually a part of the same department of where a good amount of these scientists were a part of. And then he comes in and does this so-called attack on Donald Trump's life. Now, what we have to realize is too. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie, Manchurian Candidate with Denzel, where he was basically under mind control to take out the president.
Oh yeah.
And there would be certain words and stuff to trigger you to go do certain things. Now, I'm not saying that this man is a Manchurian Candidate, but I will say that you never know what these type of people could things they could be under and be used for. Because what is the point of him doing this to Trump? Obviously, there's people that have passed that have been a part of his department in NASA. So you could say he's trying to. You could say that he's trying to get. You could say he's trying to get back for the people that have passed away, because a lot of these people have been linked to certain things. I guess,
and that's bizarre, man. I work with a lot of people.
Maybe that was.
I'm not going
to do that.
I'm not going to do a kamikaze attack because somebody killed one of my coworkers or something. And of course, all of this is real tragic and stuff, so I'm not making fun of it. But all this shit is so bizarre because you talked about earlier, Caroline Levitt. She damn near predicted the shit. How before the correspondence dinner, she kind of made some comments that are real bizarre when you're looking back.
Ready to rumble, is he not? He is ready to rumble. I will tell you, this speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
I love it all. And you wrote most of it, you said.
Shots fired, ready to rumble.
Classic Donald Trump fashion, the man puts his pen to the paper himself. So it's a lot of his own work.
Yeah.
Why did that man laugh that hard? Did you hear that? In the back, he laughed off mic so hard when she said "shot fired."
I mean, like they say, if you ever get into these so-called conspiracy theories, well, we already know these conspiracy theories. A lot of them have become true. So conspiracy theories ain't even looking like conspiracy theories. The main thing, Epstein files, right? But Hollywood and DC, Washington DC politicians, they basically hand in hand. We already know Donald Trump had The Apprentice. We already know Donald Trump was on wrestling throughout the early 2000s, late 90s. We already know Donald Trump's basically been a part of Hollywood, just like Ronald Reagan was a part of Hollywood. And he is now our president, just like Ronald Reagan was our president in the 80s. And
but
he
was
crazy.
They're not even trying to hide shit no more.
They're not hiding it. They're not hiding it anymore. They're doing basically scripted events right in our face, which people have said psyops and stuff have been going on throughout the history, but I mean, throughout American history as well. And just now with the internet, the way that people can get information on the drop of a dime, we can put together the stuff faster than the so-called mainstream media and the people in front of us. And it started really happening.
The internet solving the problem solving the crime before the damn FBI. You remember the FBI needed help from the internet, or some homeless dude in Utah who just gave the information they didn't have shit until the homeless guy just randomly. It's a lot of bullshit going on, bro.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be too hard to find stuff out when the head of the FBI is Kash Patel. But, he was behind Trump yesterday after the so-called attempt on Trump's life. He was behind Trump. Sitting there at the press conference looking like a goofy.
He ready to toot that nose.
Ready to toot that nose, and he ready to hit that bottle, because we already heard the allegations that he can't put the bottle down. He's been excessively drinking and getting lit. And, so when you got somebody like Kash Patel running the FBI, it's not going to be too hard for the people that have been doing extensive research on the internet on a day-to-day basis to even find out more than he can find out. So the tricks of what our government are doing right now are not working anymore, and they fallen by the wayside. As we speak, day by day, it's getting weaker and weaker.
But can we say this? This has to be the worst protection a president has ever had in the history of being a president. I mean, Obama had jumping over the fence at the White House and all that, cool. But this man has been taking his life 3 times? This has to be the worst.
Can we get production to get that video together of them running like roaches? I mean, and they went after
Hey, they dropped the man. he definitely shitted on himself then. Yeah.
JD Vance, I'm gonna say this, man. JD Vance, you the worst actor I ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
Like
what?
you acting like you don't know what's going on, dude. You the fucking vice president. You don't know that when people start running, you need to run shit.
Hit
Take
the
cover.
dick. But can I ask this? And I know this was a correspondence dinner, so maybe this is the reason they both was in it. But have y'all noticed, bro? They are always together.
Yeah.
And I thought that, you know what I'm saying, at all times, I mean, I know on some occasions they gotta be together, but I thought they were supposed to be separated for the majority of the time just in case some shit like this happened.
Especially with all the ops that Trump got.
Man, I was
Trump got
gonna
ops, boy. Trump got more ops than Kevon and NBA YoungBoy combined, they said.
Man, the whole O block.
Yeah.
But that's why I don't understand how are they always together in the same place. Like that's just an easy target for anybody. Shit, instead of getting one, let's get them both.
Yeah, but we also got to realize this too as well. Trump and his administration they're not doing anything like the past presidential administrations. We already know they're doing what they want. They're trying to change all the laws. They're trying to rewrite American history. They want to basically eradicate all the amendments that have came before. They want to turn this into Trump nation, and they want to do what they want to do. So them being in the same places, I mean, you know, they're not listening to nobody. They trying to do everything that they want to do without anybody telling them what they're supposed to do. They don't want to hear it. They don't care what anybody else got going on. And this is why it seems like this presidency is all over the place.
This shit is a joke.
It's a joke. He can't focus on one thing.
Don't be surprised if Erica Kirk running a damn department of the government here pretty soon. Because she's always around too. Erica Kirk was seen crying after the shots were fired, and supposedly her teacher fired the shots at the correspondence dinner. She said, "I just want to go home." Erica Kirk, it seems like you everywhere around the Republican Party and Donald J. Trump. With everything that's going on, it's real hot around that administration. And like you say, it's always an event. It's always something big going on, something to a flashpoint to gain attention or to, again, it just feels like entertainment. It feels like fucking entertainment. And who the hell is this dude who threw his life away, mechanical engineer, who just threw his life away because his friends died at work? I'm gonna
do some more research on him, bro, because I get it. I mean, I don't get it. I wondered if he had like his own wife and kids or something, because I ain't throwing my motherfucking life away for no friends. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I love y'all niggas to death.
Not just friends, work friends.
I'm sorry, co-workers. And I love, man, listen, no, hell no. That's for y'all family to do. Who am I to go out here and try to avenge somebody?
My man did a Naruto run through the damn security line.
Not Naruto.
He did a Naruto run, bro.
Ain't right like he on Dragon Ball Z.
But again, man, Erica Kirk, I don't know about her, bro. I don't know about her.
I'm sick of seeing her. I'm sick of hearing about what happened to Charlie, and I'm just tired of everything going around with her, and because
that catapulted her. It catapulted her into the spotlight for real, bro.
You went from being a pageant winner to what? A CEO overnight.
And as soon as something like this happened, they throw the mic up in her face and ask her what she thought. Like, of course,
she gonna need fake ass tears.
Well, I mean, I know production has the video of Fox News talking to one of their reporters on the ground. I think she was talking to the press secretary's husband, and he was telling her, "Yeah, we need to you need to be safe."
He is ready to rumble. I will tell you, this speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
I love it all.
Man.
Shit, buddy was ready to let that laugh go. I can't wait to say this is a fucking joke.
The Correspondence dinner has just been shot up, if you guys haven't heard by now. And right off the bat, it gets really, really weird. Now, this is the suspect, Cole Allen, who is a teacher for a college preparatory, but if you look into his background, it gets interesting. Like, for one, he gains a mechanical engineering degree from Caltech, then he gets his master's from Dominguez Hills in computer science. But can anybody tell me why he was an intern back in 2014 at NASA at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, which is the same place where some of those missing scientists worked at?
So now if something happens to him, they can say that he was suicidal, that he wanted to unalive himself. And this is the reason why he did this. It's about to be a whole big story behind the reason of why he did what he did. And we all know this shit just staged.
Well, I mean, it obviously, when we go into the sciences and the multiple people that have come up missing, and it's just not American scientists. I believe it was some Chinese scientists and maybe some Russian, but I know for sure it was some Chinese scientists that have come up missing as well. But with these American scientists and all these people missing, you have to realize that there has to be something bigger at play here when it comes to future events that these people must know about. They must have some connections to. They must have some documentation. A lot of stuff on computers and just a whole bunch of research that has something to do with what goes on in the future here in America and maybe around the world.
And I was just about to say, my bad. I was about to say, are they really missing though? I mean, we ain't seen. Have they found anybody's? Or maybe they just took them off somewhere in secret so they can prepare for what's going to come.
A lot of these people been shot in the head. Like, they definitely found a lot of bodies. Some people are missing, but a lot of them shot in the head. And then they say,
those are the ones that didn't want to get with the program.
Yeah.
Those are the ones they was telling, hey man, listen, for the next 5 years you're gonna have to be missing, ain't gonna be able to see your family, ain't gonna be able to talk to nobody. And they was like, boy, you got me fucked up. This shit ain't that important. I'm gonna talk to my wife and kids, and then boom, no, you not.
Yeah, when you're going into these certain fields that are dealing with government and higher up elite people, you are like, it's like you stepping into a realm of darkness, because these are the people that are not playing by the rules of the
world.
Of the world, or should I say the rules of what God like put into the world. Like, they trying to play God. You see what I'm saying? So when you're playing in that field with people that are trying to play God, like Elon Musk and Trump and all these people, Anthropic and all these people, they trying to play God, and you being a scientist and you're discovering certain things and you're trying to make these governments either safer, quote unquote, or you're trying to figure things out for these governments, or you're trying to figure out things for these major corporations. You're trying to, they want you to figure this out so they can do this. And then, if you got information, like some Area 51 style information, and they don't want you to have that no more, what are they going to do? They can just get rid of you like that, drop it down, and try to replace you with somebody else that's down to get down with the program. So it's like, I always think about that. Like, depending on what you want to get into in life and what you want to do in life, you may be stepping on some toes, man. If you don't agree with what certain people are doing in the line of work that you're in, and being a scientist like that, and dealing with certain things like that, man, you're.
Who would have knew being a scientist would have been dangerous?
Man.
Yeah, in
2026.
Yeah.
2026.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, no job is safe nowadays. Shit, you got to be real careful the career path that you choosing now, man, because some of the biggest nerds on the planet has the most dangerous job at this point.
Yeah, because I mean, when you're getting into certain information especially right now with this war in Iran and just different weapons, and they're sitting here telling us that aliens are real, and obviously we know this is where the connection with these scientists missing is coming into play. We could say that's a distraction. We could say that it's not real, but we know that one of these people that ended up missing was a big time UFO researcher. I'm forgetting his name. I don't believe production has any of this guy's stuff, but
I know you're talking about. He was recently just got
yeah,
cancer. He came out and said, "I am not suicidal. If
yeah,
anything happened to me, I love life and I appreciate every day on earth." But he knew
yeah,
that they were after him because, of course, 11 other people had died before him in that same realm. So he kind of
yeah.
the writing was on the wall. And I know exactly what you're talking about.
And isn't that something sad in itself to where you have to announce that you don't want to unalive yourself or nothing is wrong with you to try to protect yourself?
But we literally saw our president get shot in the head and survive on TV.
With a AR, so didn't tear his ear off or nothing. Shit, we might well start calling him Robo Trump.
Right. Robo T.
Cause damn,
You know?
But this is very suspicious. Very suspicious. None of this shit makes sense. But it do make sense if you've been, you know what I'm saying? But they'll call you a conspiracy theorist. But if you've been paying attention, all this shit go together. You know what I'm saying? They said that ain't all they were doing on the Epstein Islands, all these clones and all these entertainers being clones, obviously being clones. But if you say that too loud, they say you crazy. But yeah, so Trump letting, for instance, letting Larry Hoover off on his federal charges was just a tool to use to gain attention or to divert attention away from what's going on. And you got multiple other things. Again, this week we just saw the federal government change its stance on medical marijuana. It's like all these years now you want to do it. What about right now makes you want to do that? Because
what I will say is basically Trump is all over the place because behind the scenes he's doing nothing but crime, right? So he's doing what he wants with the stock market. We've seen that with all the different times he played around with the Strait of Hormuz news. All those
market manipulation everywhere.
Yeah, market manipulation for like the last month. That's been clear as day. And he can't keep, and that basically hit a breaking point. And then all this different things. So I feel, and then he, like I said, with his approval rating, we know that his approval rating's in the dumps. So there's different things. So when he knows he has to pivot, he'll just pivot to something else so he can keep people's eyes off of the next criminal activity he's going to do to make money. Because his whole thing is to garner more power and make more money. So everything he's doing is, in essence, to gain more power or to make more money. That's the only way you can make sense of what Trump is doing with his presidency. It has nothing to do with America, making America great again, and building up the country and allowing the country to actually thrive and give it a direction of actual purpose and meaning within the global economy and within the world. But it's just for him to prop up his family, prop up his
legacy.
Prop up his legacy and prop up the people around him for the time being that can make him money. So if I can make you some money, you can make me some money at the time being, I'm cool with you. But as long as I can't make no money with you, I'm not cool with you, I can kick you to the side, and I know I'm still here with my family, and I can build up my legacy. So if you're not looking at Trump in any of these other ways, then, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, even in the press conference after the so-called attempt on his life, he said, well, a lot of great people have had attempts on their life. You know, Abraham Lincoln, such and such and such. But a lot of those guys didn't make it out of it. I've had 3. So his whole thing is to make himself look like a god figure, and that goes back to his Twitter posts of him showing that he was, or his true social post showing that he was,
Oh, he was Jesus.
showing he was
Yes,
Jesus.
but with Donald Trump, the thing is all about ego. You hit it right on the head. I mean, it's all about him gaining what he wants to accomplish here in the last years of his life. Because how much longer do we really got? You know,
Right.
but it's a legacy play, and we've seen the what the president could actually do. Because I mean, I feel like we always have had this thing about the president. Oh, he can't do it alone. He can't do this. Can't do, shit me. This
Done do
motherfucker doing whatever.
and will and gonna do whatever the
This
fuck he want to do when he
this
want to
man
do,
do
how he
whatever.
want to do it, and better not nobody say nothing to him.
I mean, and just so many things have happened in these last few months. It would feel like. I mean, how long has he even been in office? A year and some change, maybe.
Have
A year and
That's some change.
year and like 5 months. A year and
So
5 months. I think.
he went and got
Almost
two
a year
drug
and a half.
lords. Went and got the oil. Went and got the oil from Venezuela. Fucking pardon Larry Hoover. You know,
community.
he
The Iran
closed
war,
community.
try to roll back X amount of
Started.
amendments. Man, he done
Come
did a
on, man.
lot. He done did a
Like,
lot.
in a year and a half, he's done a 4-year job, but ain't done shit.
Yeah, a 4-year job for his own
Hey.
pockets and roll back America probably 100 years. You know, in diplomacy.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
for
man.
sure.
So you have to look at it. So just to get back on, you know, this third so-called assassination attempt, it's all for him to keep committing the stuff that he wants to commit behind the scenes. That's what people need to realize. I think that's the main thing that we got to drive home. It's for Trump to continue his criminal activity behind the scenes. If I can continue what I'm doing without people wondering what I'm doing, I'm okay. This is why he always goes from one thing to another. Remember when we just very first got into Iran, and then he was talking about Cuba. Then he was talking about Iceland and Greenland, and we need to take over Iceland and Greenland. He never could stay on one thing, and then he's back to over here because he wants to continue to keep the people on their toes, keep the markets on their toes, and keep people within the political realm.
So he keep manipulating the market. You
Yeah,
heard
but
him say that the America is like a casino.
It's a casino. He literally said that. He said, well, you know, the world is. I forget what the reporter had asked him. What the reporter asked Trump. He said, you know,
Something about the war.
Yeah, something about the war or the market manipulation. That's basically what you were saying, Mary Socrates, about basically asked him in so many words about the market manipulation and everything. And Trump said, well, you know, the world is like a casino. So if your president say that, that means that man is willing to risk whatever to make whatever. That's what he's doing. He's risking whatever to make whatever. That is what Trump has been doing and what he's going to continue to do as long as he's the president of the United States. He's ready to risk whatever to make whatever for his family and for his legacy. So I think
But this young man with a master's degree, mechanical engineer, he's gonna go into the prison system, and we ain't gonna hear from him again if he's not one of these crisis actors that we might see later on in some other instance. But you know what I mean? Very peculiar that he even made it out with multiple weapons, running in the correspondence dinner, and multiple people shooting at him. We saw on video people shooting at this man, and you telling me somebody tackled him. Very peculiar.
This man is being shot at. Nobody gets hit, but somebody runs out in front of flying bullets to tackle this man. What a hero. Thank you for being a part of America. Bullshit. So nobody gets
hit. American hero saved the day.
Yeah. But
just like the movies, ain't it? It's like the movies. I think I saw this movie before.
And it's sad that I guess a civilian did this. Not a fucking secret agent, not a security guard, not an FBI.
So what the fuck is Secret Service doing?
My question is this: Who trained these guys how to shoot?
Yeah.
What y'all went to school to learn how to shoot it? Y'all need to go find those cops that like to shoot on people because they got good aim. And I ain't trying to be funny, but god damn.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
all y'all shooting at this man running away, and he running in a straight line, and y'all can't nobody hit him. Nobody. It's just amazing that all these people that's attempting to do harm to the president of the United States is surviving this shit. But a motherfucker walking down the street, minding their own goddamn business, can't go home at night.
That's why this whole presidency and everything that's going on in it and during it has to be questioned.
It's a joke, bro. Then half his administration are fucking sports fucking superstars and former actors and all that shit. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the girl that they have for the terrorist defense, she's basically just some OnlyFans chick.
Exactly.
You know.
Then you got Lawrence Taylor, Triple H, and a lot of more entertainers that's holding high positions, bro. Like this is insane.
Yeah, they have
dangerous. National security, dangerous.
Like this is crazy.
You put Linda McMahon over the Department of Education. You put fucking over the Department of Health, RFK Jr. Oh man.
Man, he sounds like a straight
man, he's an idiot, bro.
The man turned the damn food pyramid upside down.
Oh my god!
This is what we go off of. Not that. This is the right way.
And also, he's been known to just do wild stuff in the actual wild in the forest with animals cutting off they private areas, supposedly.
There's a bunch of weirdos in the cabinet. A bunch of weirdos running our country.
Psychopaths, sociopaths.
I was listening
to presidents ever.
I was listening to Breakfast Club the other day, and Charlamagne said it, and I agree. So, man, it was that we don't really know what to do. We know our government is compromised. We don't really know what to do. Do we run up in the White House? Is it that time yet? Because, bruh, this shit ain't gonna stop.
Yeah, we all as a country will have to stop on a dime together. And we know that's not going to happen for so many other reasons. So it's like we got to just go on with our day and do what we got to do, because there's going to be a big part of our country that will not get down with doing that, because it is keeping a certain type of energy alive and a certain ideology and mentality alive within this country that they don't want to give up.
Come on, man. Let's not hold on. Let's go ahead and say what it is. That's that good old boy mentality.
Yeah.
That 10% trying to hold power. And that's a big part of, man, that's the American way, to be honest. That's the American way.
Yeah, they don't want that to go. They don't want the good old boy mentality to be destroyed in America and not have that energy over everybody anymore. Because once that falls in America, this place will change completely. You won't have that energy where you go out in the street and you run into a Karen or a Ken that feel they can just tell you that you can't do this or do that because you over in a certain area. You know, that there's a reason why people feel they can do that in America. And if that energy is gone, guess what? That means the same structure that upheld that has no more strength. It has no more power. And that's why Donnie T is still where he is, because that part of America doesn't want that part of America to lead. So they'll allow this dude to do everything just so they can still feel powerful.
But you remember, he threw away a large part of his base because of the immigration stuff. A lot of the people who kind of voted for Trump were deported, and that was a curveball thrown. You know what I'm saying? So I also heard that Trump didn't even give the reward to Maduro's people who ended up double crossing him. Yeah, he didn't get him that money. That $50 million or that $25 million or whatever it was. Yeah, they didn't get that.
I mean, who's surprised though? You know, nobody. I mean, once again, you know, just go back to what we were saying. It is about enriching his family, enriching himself, and putting his legacy up there higher than any other U.S. president or anybody else that's basically held a public office in the world, I would say, in any country that has been in politics. Trump wants to be bigger than all of them. He wants to be bigger than anybody that's ever been in politics. You know, he wants to be.
He makes sure you go a day without knowing he's the best, the biggest, the greatest there ever was and ever will be. Nobody has done it better. And according to this list that's up here, you right. Ain't nobody fared better.
Yeah.
But you can't tell these Trump supporters anything bad about Trump because they gonna turn it and try to make it seem like something good. So it's America is going to hell with gasoline draws on. Because our president is white, not black. White.
This is what you voted for. America, this is what you voted for. I think we can leave it right there. 2026 correspondence shooting.
Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Choose life.